Alright, so what's good? What's good? So as many of you may not know, I trade stocks, you feel me? And I wanted to watch this video, you feel me? And I was like, might as well post a reaction video to this because I like seeing shit like this since I trade, you feel me? Recently, I've been doing good trading. I'm not gonna hold you. Recently it has been real good to me, but um let's just say like I've been making something calm. Like I've been making like a calm 1K, maybe even more sometimes in a week. And like, don't come find me though. Don't I'm not looking to for none of y'all to come find me, or please don't hack my Robinhood or nothing like that, you feel me? But it's only up from here. I'm trying to keep this going, you feel me? But um if you get too happy and you start doing risky shit, you can end up like this, you feel me? That's why I'm showing y'all this video, you feel me? There's some crazy shit. And yeah, this shit makes I can't even help not like look like this the whole time while I'm watching this. As you can tell by the title, it's called The Most Violent Wall Street Bet Losses. This got 8.5K likes, 104 dislikes. Is on Benjamin's channel. He got 135K subscribers. Big channel. And this is all it covers. You feel me? He got 158,000 views on this video. It came out August 31st, 2021. And let's get straight into this.
Here, we've got another classic $45,000 loss. It's okay. You know, 45 grand is like that awkward amount where it's not really enough to justify buying anything.
Bro, 45,000, you could buy a Tesla. You could buy a new ass good ass Jeep. You could buy a hybrid electric Jeep. Bro, the amount of shit, like 45K isn't like crazy money, but like you could buy some good shit with that. You could buy a lot of shit with that. I'm not gonna hold you. Not just a car, even like say clothes. Like you could buy a lot of clothes. You could buy a whole bunch of designer. You could buy, you feel me? You could buy a super desktop. Plus, even with the inflated prices right now, you could buy a super desktop. You could buy a crazy laptop. I've been thinking about you could buy a crazy camera for like 5K. If you like, 45K is like, if you spend it, if you just have that as throwaway money, that's a good amount of money to throw away, you feel me? And buy a whole bunch of fancy lavish shit. If I had it, I would if I had 45 to just throw away, like technically I could do that, but like it's not a smart move. But um I could throw it away and regular shit easy, but like I would probably buy a house. I'm not gonna hold you. Let's go.
Pool or balling out, so it's almost more convenient to just not have it. That was obviously the thought process here as well. I don't really know what to use it for, so I'm just gonna lose all of it. As you can see, we've got the increase in volatility from options trading here, followed by the implosion.
Yep, enables option. Try and use. There's some volatility right here, so you could have made money, but you ended up losing, and then you came back, made some money, lost, came back, and then you just dropped crazy. Implosion.
The silver lining with
the thing is, once you drop, you try to make it back, and it just makes it worse sometimes. So you gotta be careful. You gotta play with a level head. You feel me?
this is that if you felt comfortable gambling with short-term options, I'm guessing your lifestyle isn't taking a massive hit from this. Let's all hope. In any case, I commend thee. Okay, so there's a lot to break down here. We can see already $50,000 has evaporated.
GameStop.
This was another GameStop implosion. The guy bought $90,000 of out-of-the-money calls expiring in 2 days. For those of you who may not fully understand what that means, I joke a lot about donating money to Wall Street on this channel. That's usually a joke, but this is actually like taking $90,000 out of your bank account, calling Goldman Sachs on the phone and saying, hey, I want to wire you $90,000. And the funny thing is that would actually take longer. This is a perfect example of why it's incredibly important to recognize that buying a call isn't the exact same as going long on the stock, and you need to understand implied volatility before you mess around with options. This was posted on March 11th, right at the peak of the second GameStop rally. The problem is that a giant rally like this increases the implied volatility of GameStop options so much that the options market is literally pricing in 100% moves in GameStop's share price. This is a good lesson. It shows us that before putting $90,000 into something, reading even one Investopedia article might save you a lot of money. Alright, an 18-year-old making 100 grand with AMC calls, then losing it all. Pretty classic story of Wall Street bets degeneracy. What is $100,000 really? That's like free college tuition. The exit strategy. The thing all of us know we should have but never act.
That's true. That's true. 100K is like college tuition, depending on where you go. Some places it could be real cheap, but if you go to private school or you go out of state, then it's probably like 100K for your diploma.
Actually end up using. With this, we really once again have to beg the question, what would have been an acceptable return? If 10xing your money in a matter of weeks wasn't, is there any return that would have ever made you
Yeah, if I 10x, if I got to from what 17,000 or whatever he was at to 100,000, I would have took like 60,000 out and balled out. Yo, I would have bought a house for rental property, then I would have balled out on maybe some designer, maybe some shit for my computer, a nice ass camera, which is coming soon. Camera's coming soon. I'm gonna stop recording on the iPhone. That's what I'm recording right now. You feel me? Better microphone. Right now I have the Blue Yeti. I could get the Shure SM7B right now because it's only like 300, but it's like this has been working good and the quality sounds good. So I'm like, I don't even really care about getting that. But if I had 100,000 just sitting or 60,000 to pull out of stocks and just do whatever I want and ball out, I cop that no problem. You feel me?
sell? Just something to keep in mind. This is so funny. Apparently at Fidelity, if you lose thousands of dollars, they send you a nice letter checking in to see if what you're doing is, you know, consistent with your investment objectives. And to see if you're still alive.
Because they're like, damn, nigga. What the Fidelity is basically saying, that letter is like, damn, nigga, what did you just do? Like, damn, nigga, you just lost my money. That's what I would send if I was one of these financial institutions. I'd be like, damn, nigga, how do you do that? Like, how do you 10x your money and then throw it all away like that, bro? Like, it's real easy, trust me. Like, I'm telling you for a fact, once you start gambling with big bread, like, or even $10,000, $20,000, it's real easy to like get a few wins and get a big head and then throw it all away because you think like you could make a crazy amount of money if you make a big play and then you do that play, risky ass play, and you lose all your shit. You feel me? You gotta keep your head, think with your head, don't think with you feel me? You thinking wrong. Your mind starts going to different places and it fucks you up. You feel me?
At Fidelity, we believe it's important for investors to periodically review their investment strategies and trading activity to ensure that each is consistent with their investment objective, financial circumstances, and risk tolerance. This is why we wanted to make you aware that last month, 63 trades were executed in your above referenced account, and the overall equity value of your account decreased by $438,000. See, at least you get an actual certificate from Fidelity. Please consider reviewing your account statements and trade confirmations to determine whether this activity is still
That says decreased by 438,000. Bro, imagine losing 438,000, bro. And they're foul for sending a letter, bro. Bro, I'd be like, bro, are you still alive? Like I would probably kill myself out. Nah. Honestly, if you got that much bread, you probably have something to the side. If you don't, yeah, if I had $500,000 to my name and I was like, what, 40, 45, or I was like, even if, yeah, if I was like 40, 45 and I threw away all my money like this, 430, I don't know, I'd probably have to just buy a gun and end it at that point, bro. Like, I don't know. Yeah, you can come back from that, but it's like, just looking at the reality that you lost $500,000 is crazy.
consistent with your investment objectives. This activity? What, losing $500,000? Yeah, I can't say that was consistent with my investment objectives. Thanks for looking out for me though. See, there you go, always a silver lining. So, with this one, I'm just...
He said hang it over the fireplace. He said he's homeless. Yo, Reddit be the funniest shit, bro. Where the beauty hanging over Reddit comments be the funniest shit, bro. Funnier than Twitter sometimes. Twitter be funny. I should show y'all some of the shit that I see on Twitter, but Reddit be having me weak sometimes, bro. I don't go in there often, but when I do, that shit be having me weak.
So, with this one, I'm just curious. What were you buying this year? $400,000 to exactly zero. Impressive. This was posted in November of 2020, which means the S&P returned over 50% in the 6 months prior to this. Like, looking at this, it's actually remarkable how consistently you were able to lose money in a time when the S&P returned
Yo, this thing is funny, yo. This shit has me so weak, yo.
so much. Won't go back to Robinhood. I think this guy brings up a good point. I'm just gonna take a wild guess here and say there is probably something fundamentally wrong with your trading strategy. I guess the lesson here is to never bet against the Fed. Painful $500,000 loss. You know, Warren Buffett said something about how consolidation builds wealth and diversification.
Bro, he has American Airline calls. It's just probably the expiration dates, because American Airlines went up. There was points where it was bad, but unless you bought these like before the crash, but after the crash, America, it didn't move that much on day to day, but like these were probably some calls that expired like really quick for you to lose all that, because American Airlines went up. So for you to lose money, you must have been making some crazy ass bets or just not knowing what you were doing. Because if you had set these to a month away or 2 months or 3 months away, you would have made money. Because I know for a fact American Airlines went up. I had it around this time. So for you to lose money on that, you're actually insane.
Protects it. I don't know if this is what he was talking about. American Airlines, not a bad play for the pandemic recovery. Probably a situation where you want to buy shares though. See, this is just painful. How much money do you need? Going into this with out of the money options just seems like a recipe for disaster. And of course, the clowning ensues in the comments below. Love to see it. So
maybe I'm just shit at this.
What was the thought process here? I'm genuinely interested to know. Obviously, you guys can see this.
Bro, what the 5 mil? 5 mil? Bro, how do you lose so much? And like, what? I'm confused.
Situation, another GameStop millionaire, turned $35,000 into $5 million. This is a perfect example of if it's good enough to screenshot, it's good enough to sell. I think this comment just sums it up pretty well. If you turn $35,000 into $5 million and don't sell, there is no amount of money you could have made that would ever make you sell.
Bro, if I had turned 35K into 5 mil, I would have sold everything and I would have been living lavish, yo. I would have been living so lavish. I would have been set for the rest of my life. I'm not gonna hold you. 5 mil, you could be set for the rest of your life, unless you just buying hella fancy extra shit. But 5 mil is easily enough to set. Honestly, I'm not gonna say 1 mil. 1 mil is not enough to have you set for the rest of your life. But like, once you get to the ballpark of around 2 to 2.5 to 3 mil, you should be able to make that last you for the rest of your life. I'm not gonna hold you. It should be easy to do that. As long as you invest and you buy a couple of rental properties here and there, and then you just sit on the rest of the money and do whatever you want. Really, you could basically do whatever you want for the most part, unless you buy like some ridiculously expensive shit, but like a private jet or a fucking $300,000 car or a fucking $1 million house. But even then, even with $1 million house, if you got 3 mil, you should still be able to live fine, as long as you have rental properties and cash flow that pay for your property. You feel me? But this is insane.
Sell. $5 million invested into an index fund returns an average of over $300,000 per year on autopilot. I mean, fuck, throw that money into AAA corporate bonds with a 2% yield and collect $100,000 per year for the rest of your life. Do anything. Anything except what you did. Is there anything we can take away from this? Well, from everything I've seen, it seems like no matter how much money you have, it will never be enough, especially when it's just numbers on a screen. What's one common trait between all of these losses? Greed. Icarus flying too close to the sun or whatever. If it's good enough to screenshot, it's good enough to sell. An ancient piece of Wallstreetbets wisdom that we all need to remember.
This has happened to me quite a few times, but with a lot less money. I'm just gonna say that. Right now I'm doing good. Like in this past month, it's been exceptional. No losses, just wins. But let me not talk too much about my life. This is a reaction channel. We're not here to talk about me. But this shit has me fucking weak, yo. I did not watch this beforehand. I just skipped to where he started talking about people. But yeah, tell me what y'all think about this. I react to more of these if you want, because I actually like looking at shit like this. I don't know. This shit is different, yo.
Remember sometimes. Create a solid exit plan with all of your trades and stick to it. Or just buy index funds and actually make money. But where's the fun in that?
There's no fun in that. That's why you gotta put some risk, so you can make the big money. And when you win, it feels more like you did something. You feel me? But then when you lose, that shit hits different, bro. The losses hit crazier than the wins. I'm not gonna hold you. So that's all I gotta say. Like, comment, subscribe if you feel like it, cause you know we all about free will on this channel. But you feel me? Let me know what y'all think.